I'm Patricia McCarthy, and I hate toe rings.
Welcome to Grumble Goat. My name is Matt Labodka, and this is a show about all the small things that drive me insane. Let's grumble.
Let's unpack it. It's your feet. Is there a specific reason why you need to adorn them? Like if I'm on the subway and it's summer and you're seeing people's feet, people you don't know, people you're never going to spend time in a room with, which I think is like the only time I want to see someone's feet at all. Otherwise, I'm going to need you to keep it covered up, keep it quiet. But then not only are you wearing a sandal, but you have jewelry on your toes. Your toes. All right. Do you think in a field there's a cow that has like a bejeweled hoof? No, because cows aren't tacky, but toe rings are tacky. Why is it that toe rings are so often a thing that you'll see when you're like on a vacation? So it's like you're in Virginia Beach with your family and you're at one of those stands where you could buy like a snow globe for some reason that says Virginia Beach, even though it's like, yeah, I'm definitely here for all of the snow. I'm here in Virginia Beach to ski. You can buy toe rings. And so often they have dolphins on them. Haven't dolphins survived enough, right? You got to bring a dolphin into it just to show everybody how elegant your feet are. That can't be comfortable. I look at them and I get uncomfortable. Even worse, people who are wearing sandals, having a toe ring, and then triple threat, dirty feet. You're wearing Doc Marten leather sandals. Then they're filthy? I feel like if you're going to make me look at your feet, I want a few things. I want consent to look. I want you to ask me. I want you to then follow up and say, one of my toes has a toe ring on it. Is that okay? And I'll say, no, please leave. And you know what? Some people wear multiple. I once knew this girl. She would wear like 2 to 3 toe rings per foot. Because apparently you're an ancient deity and your feet need to be adorned so that I can like worship them, which I don't want to. Put them away. And it's like, what about if you're going to do multiple, right? If you're going to do like a big toe one and like a pinky toe one, you're going to leave some of the toes out. Okay, you got to treat your feet. You got to do all 10. I'm Patricia McCarthy. I hate toe rings. And that's the Grumble.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my better half, Veronique, for an unpretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat? Hello, welcome.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Yes, we have a guest grumbler today.
Another guest grumbler.
Another guest grumbler.
Oh my gosh. Do a lot of people have this same grumbly mentality?
Yes, everyone grumbles.
There must be a lot to complain about out there.
There is so many things to complain about.
Who do we have in the studio today?
We have Patricia McCarthy.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
I'm very excited to have you. I'm so happy I have a fellow Hart alum here.
Oh, yeah.
in the
The
house.
best performing arts school ever. Everyone agrees on that.
Yes.
The Hart School teaches performance?
Heart surgeries.
Okay, yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, that sounds like a very intensive surgical sort of focus.
Yes.
Yeah, but only hearts. So if you were to say open someone up to do some surgery on their heart, which is what we call it, and something else were wrong, you would just have to sew it back up.
Well, acting is another form of heart manipulation.
Yes,
Yeah, it is. You
feelings,
use your-
emotions.
everything. You feel so many things. Although you did acting, I did music theater.
Yes.
So I had to take
Music. Well, that has
dance
nothing to do with
classes.
heart.
yes.
That's more diaphragm.
Yeah, it's all diaphragm and like feet. Right? It's
Yeah.
just like in and out of dance shoes 24/7.
Yes.
It's just like
dance.
just sweaty. I had these Uggs, these poor Uggs, man.
Ooh.
I loved the Uggs.
I need.
Did you
people to
dance
never
in
say-
Uggs?
No. So after you dance, like your feet are really sore.
Yeah.
So you need to
Yeah.
like take your tights off and like slip into something comfortable.
Yes,
And
that's-
Uggs are ideal, especially when
Yes.
you're in like New England. But
That's
like,
that's like lambskin, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say they were ethically good. I said they were good and comfortable.
yes. Well, like when you're a dancer and you're dancing constantly, you just wear sweatpants everywhere.
Yeah.
Uggs,
Yeah.
sweatpants,
like yoga pants.
Yeah.
If you're me, if you had never done yoga.
I had a friend that was in dance, and he walked around campus. He walked around barefoot.
No.
Yeah,
That's-
because he was like, I want to build up my calluses.
That's not how that works now. I don't like the feet thing in general.
I love feet.
I mean, I don't hate them if they're mine, but
Okay.
everyone else's.
It just creeps you out a little.
Yeah, I'm just personally offended by someone believing at any point that I would want to see them
Without shoes
Like,
on.
don't do that. Yeah, like, don't. And also, why?
Wait, you don't like seeing feet?
No, I don't want to see them. I don't know. I guess.
Oh, that's why when you came into our home, you were like, do I have to take my shoes off?
Yeah, I had immediately seen that Veronique's feet were out, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, should my feet also?
I just thought that. I said, I don't have shoes or
yeah,
socks
no,
on right
I'm
now.
not wearing any right now, but I just
We're all not wearing
wearing
shoes.
But I mean,
I have
no,
socks
he
on.
has socks on.
Oh, of course.
I respect the customs of every individual house, so I do ask. I don't want to bring like my dirty outside shoes into your like clean house. Plus, the cats aren't wearing shoes because they can't.
don't
So,
know.
like, we can't make them feel jealous.
I don't even think we could put those little like rubber
Kitten mittens?
the kitten mittens. Look at those little tiny dogs.
Yeah.
Those little like balloon shoes.
Yeah,
Right? It's like a balloon
Yes.
that's not inflated.
exactly. And they put them on because the salt hurts their paws.
Yeah.
I just feel like they have a little bit of an accessory feel to them when you put them on a dog. It's like if
They
you were
are
to put like
definitely
a
dressed.
toe ring on your dog.
Oh, have you done that
A
before?
toe ring?
No, I think toe rings are disgusting on people, on dogs, in theory.
Are their toes shaped the right way to put on a
Could
toe
you
ring?
put a tiny ring on a little dog toe?
Now I feel like, should we maybe do some research on that?
I don't
like
know.
put on our lab coats, have a science montage. Like, do you wear toe rings, Veronique?
I do
feel
not.
like you do. Oh my God, really?
I do not. I do have an ankle bracelet with bells on, which I haven't worn.
I feel
Yeah,
like
she doesn't. I keep asking her to put on the bell ankle ring so I know where she is. at
that's
all
what I was
times.
gonna say. Are you worried you're gonna get lost around the house?
Well, you know what it was? It was one of my friends. They're graduating. She wore a ankle bracelet with bells on.
Uh-huh.
So when she was walking down the aisle,
People could think about Christmas.
it was like I heard bells. And so
Yeah.
I think of that now every time I put it on. I'm like, oh, everyone's going to hear me coming.
I don't-
Little jingle, 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 jangle.
I just feel like I don't need that kind of energy in my life. Even though I'm an actor, if people look at me for too long, I'm like, stop it.
I know. I'm like, why are you still staring at me?
Yeah, I just feel like if I'm performing, look at me. Don't look at anybody else. If I'm not,
Certainly don't look at your feet.
don't ever look
funny?
at my feet. But it's not really feet. It's the toe ring thing.
The toe ring.
I hate them so much. Rings, like for your
Rings?
fingers, but for your toes. Because you think to yourself, like, why use my fingers?
Now, okay, this is the thing I have about a toe ring.
Yeah.
here. Okay. Now your toes are different shapes.
yeah.
Now your
you-
fingers.
So if you buy a matching set of toe rings, they all have to come in different shapes and sizes.
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. Now I'm thinking, do they have sets of like I used to work at a jewelry kiosk in a mall. It's part of my journey. Don't judge me.
Okay.
And there were like toe rings that people would
Yes.
buy,
It's
and you
very
would,
popular at one point.
yeah, and you would not believe.
Did they
how
try them
passionate
on?
People, no, you're not allowed to try them.
Okay.
On. If they could have tried them on, I
Foot
would have quit
fungus.
immediately. I don't want to.
Oh, could you imagine someone returning a toe ring?
People would, and we would just have to, like,
Return a toe ring.
yeah, but
How?
you send it back to the company. You don't
Oh.
like resell the toe rings. I mean,
Right.
I'm sure there are some more unethical mall that
Well, surely-
resell toe
I mean,
rings.
if you have a mall.
Surely you can just sandy wipe that. Like, I mean, it's not that.
Well, now we just sandy wipe everything.
Yeah, but I mean, also like, why?
What? What?
The toes.
Who's buying toe rings?
They need to have expressional toes.
Yeah, I think that toe rings are for people that are so egotistical that they just like need you to look at every part of them, and they're like, "But have you seen the toes?"
That's so. It's like every part of them has to be like a nativity calendar, where like there's a little surprise under every hidden corridor.
Yes,
But it's not chocolate; it's someone's gnarly
It's
foot.
just somebody's fungus ring.
Yeah.
It's just-
It's an expression of yourself.
But like, I just think it goes a little far. Like, I went to college with someone who had a toe ring, and they never took it off ever. And the reason they never took it off ever, brace yourselves, is because they had gone to a special toe ring kiosk where they design the toe ring for you, and then they place it on your toe, and it's locked on.
Well, that's
permanently.
what I'm
They
saying.
forge
They
it right on.
forge, they do.
They have a blacksmith there.
well,
And now, honestly, Lord of the Rings could have gone really differently if they had just turned that thing into a toe ring.
Yes.
We would have never lost
well,
it.
so
Yeah.
this is what I'm thinking because I'm looking at my toes
I'm looking
right
at your
now.
toes now as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's take a moment here.
As we look at our toes,
I'm looking
okay,
at mine.
there's a little ball
Beautiful
where
toes all around.
So-
it's
Yeah.
like bigger.
Oh, mine are
than-
like fingers. Mine just goes straight up and down like my fingers.
Oh, weird. Well, I have to comment about that too. So my toes, there's a little ball at the end, and then it's like a thin little knuckle. A toe ring won't get over the ball part of my toe.
A lot of them are adjustable,
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they're not real
but
gold.
not the one that you have locked on your toe at a kiosk.
Now, the thing about this idea of it being forged and locked on.
Yeah.
Because like a chain is made out of a bunch of different toe rings.
Yeah.
all it's like forged
Essentially,
together,
yeah.
right? And you can sort of with your hand open and close those things.
Yeah.
Like,
this
if they
one's more
break.
like the chain of a ship.
So he's
can't
like
separate.
anchored.
Yeah.
Like-
This person, it was like a very thick toe ring, and like we danced.
And he made a click
In
on
and
the
out.
on the floor with his toe ring like a velociraptor.
It was a lady, but yes, she did click around. She did indeed clickety clack. I mean, she didn't even need shoes and tap class.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think she had one on each foot, and I remember her coming back and being like,
Your toes
what
changed.
if you need to take it off? Like, what if your toe itches, or what if you like hurt your toe, or what
Yeah.
if you need like an MRI?
What if you age and get older and your toes
Do you
get
think
chubby?
She still has the toe rings on?
She may
Oh
have
my gosh!
them
It's
taken
like when you
off.
see a tree that grows like through a fence and like this
Yes.
squeeze.
It grows outside of that.
Hold on. What is the etiquette around wearing a toe ring? Like, is that just for sandal wear, or do you wear it under your shoes and socks?
Ooh.
That is a good question.
Very
and
good question.
I will say I have seen, again, this specific person gave me so much, wearing them under your tights when you're wearing tights or stockings.
No.
So you're just wearing stockings, and then you can see the toe ring through the tights.
But you feel it on your toe as you
yeah.
walk. And I didn't like that. I didn't like constantly. It's not like a ring where you forget about
you
it.
put the toe ring on.
Well, yes, because I
You
actually
were drawn to this. You were like,
Well,
a ring for my toe.
Like a moth
Sign me
to a
up.
flame.
I like my feet. I was a dancer for a very long time, so I prided myself into picking things up with my toes and
Yeah.
the mobility
You
that
have
you
very
have with
flexible
your
feet. Oh, yeah,
foot.
sure.
Yeah, I had very flexible feet.
Why, that ring? That was a ring that was a finger ring, but my foot picked it up. The rest is history.
Honestly,
Exactly. So when you're walking, you feel this thing on your toe. And I don't know if I could get behind that on a regular basis. Special occasions, maybe. I don't know.
Now, Patricia,
yes.
you used to work at this mall kiosk.
Yeah, I did indeed.
And so you got that sweet employee discount.
I did.
So don't try and tell me that you didn't try a couple of those toe rings.
I never did, but occasionally I would glance at them and go, should I? And I won't lie about that. I would never lie to you. But then I knew in my heart that I was being part of the problem. Deep inside of me, deep in my id, perhaps. It sounds like it's my ego when I'm going to finish the sentence, actually. Is like, I am deeply aware that I actually have very pretty feet. And people do. And people have commented on it before. And so I feel like if I put a toe ring on, I'm part of it.
No, wait. I think I see what's happening here. This is the story of the sneeches. Because you have pretty feet, and somebody else with less pretty feet is trying to put a ring on it, therefore upping their prettiness. And you're like, how dare you?
How dare you put a ring on
Am
that?
I being the sneeches on the
Yes.
beaches?
You're a star-bellied sneech is what you are.
Oh my God, no. It's moments like this where you have to ask yourself, like, am I the person I thought I was?
Now, I used to watch those 90s action movies, Jean-Claude Van Damme. lots of
Obsessed.
fighting.
Yes, love
you know,
them.
And in some of the hardcore thugs would put on brass knuckles, right? To like
scary.
get in a fist fight.
Yeah.
Now, in Kickboxer, do you think they would put on brass toe rings?
Oh my
Like
gosh.
just really solid iron that
I'm
grips your
sorry,
toe.
is this a podcast for complaining about things, or is this about pitching amazing business ideas? Because I feel like you just moved into a different place.
Do you think that the people that like to wear toe rings underneath their shoes and their tights, they like to have a secret?
Victoria's Secret, wearing a toe ring.
All that sexy lingerie is just, that's all
That's
pop.
not a secret.
That's
No,
not-
everyone
that's-
knows
That's
about
out in the open.
But
Everyone
if you
knows
go
that.
and you ask and you lean into the counter and you go, I'm here for the secret. And then what they do is they lift a tray onto the counter.
And then
and
an
then they
old
look
blacksmith comes
Yeah,
out.
and he's like, a forge appears from the floor. Are you ready to have your toe ring
Prepare to be
clamped?
forged in fire.
It is like the man in the iron mask, but for,
Yes.
for your little
And the
toes.
salesperson standing quietly behind. My precious.
Yes.
My
There's someone standing there and they're like, is this going to be done soon? Give him the secret.
And years later, you'll be performing Shakespeare in the Park and you'll be rolling up your tights and shake your head in shame as you roll it over your toe ring.
No, but this character would never wear a toe ring.
That's what I'm saying.
So, do you think, theoretically, a writer of a play could shortcut a description of a character and just say, like, Pierre, 30, wears a toe ring? And, like, we get that whole character just from that description.
From what you
just said that and I saw it.
Yeah.
Pierre is from Des Moines, Iowa, and his real name's Peter. He likes to wear a toe ring because he thinks it makes him edgy, but like it's really just because he's too scared to wear anything that people can actually see that would make him edgy.
Oh.
What his friends want for him is for him to just admit his name's not Pierre. Take off the toe ring. Peter, we love you just the way you are.
Love you, Peter.
He's like, yeah, but it reminds me about how hard and cold the world is.
Oh my God, of course.
Would.
Right. This toe ring represents my trip to Hawaii, and this ring is ringworm.
This has been an episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Matt Labatka.
I'm Veronique Hurley. Please subscribe.
I hate when people say please subscribe.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Like I used to work at a jewelry kiosk in a mall. It's part of my journey. Don't judge me.